you use a grout paint or a grout sealer, you're gonna have to be careful what you clean your floor with, or you're gonna be stripping that grout paint. So grout paint has a built-in sealer in it. So in both cases, we're really talking about the sealer in the product. You're gonna be stripping that sealer off. So some of these cleaning products that you see here are popular cleaning hacks for cleaning your grout, getting it back to looking normal. And I'm sure they work, but they also strip the sealer on your grout. So that sort of opens the pores in that grout back up and lets the dirt and grease and oils in the room seep into your grout. So it's going to make your grout dirty faster. So the dirt in that room is going to build up inside the grout faster than it would if you had a sealer on it. A sealer is sort of just going to put an invisible barrier on top of it. So again, I'm going to show you in a minute what my grout looks like after 2.5 years, or 2.5 years after using grout paint. And to keep it clean, all I do is use a steam mop, a steam floor cleaner. So I use a steam floor cleaner about once a week. Steam is hot enough to disinfect your floor. And if you have a good clean pad on your steam mop, it's wiping away that dirt as it goes. You can also use a handheld steam cleaner. I know those are really popular. Just again, be sure to use a clean rag as you're going to wipe that dirt away. And then if I have a spill or some stains that it seems like the steam cleaner isn't penetrating anymore, then I just use some Dawn dish soap mixed with hot water to scrub that away. And a gentle scrubbing pad. So I like these Dobby scrubbing pads because they're sort of wrapped in a plastic mesh, if that makes any sense. So they're not too stiff. They're not going to scratch the surface of that sealer and start breaking that sealer down on my grout. You could also use a soft bristle brush. Often I see people recommend to use a stiff bristle brush on grout to get it clean. Again, that's going to start breaking down the sealer in your grout, and you will have to reseal your grout more frequently, or your grout's just going to get dirty faster. So keep that in mind. This product here, Clorox Toilet Bowl Cleaner. I see this recommended as a great grout cleaning hack all the time. And I'm not saying that it doesn't work. I'm sure it works great, but what it also is doing is it is taking the sealer off of your grout. So maybe not the first time you use it, but by the second time, that chlorine bleach is a strong solution. It is going to start stripping that grout or the sealer off of your grout. So if you're using something like this, you need to be sealing your grout at least every other time. Sealing your grout isn't very hard. They make even a spray bottle version that you can go through with and spray on your grout and wipe off. But you do need to keep sealing your grout or it's just going to get dirty faster again. That is true with just regular chlorine bleach as well. So I don't know if you know, but bleaches come in different versions. This is a traditional chlorine bleach. This is an oxygenated bleach. So apparently the oxygenated bleaches are safe enough for your grout sealer. So if you have a hack that goes along with cleaning your grout or your floor with this oxygenated bleach or another version of it, then that's probably fine. It's not going to break down your sealer. Vinegar is a strong acidic solution. So you don't want to use a strong acid or any other types of strong acid, not just vinegar, on your grout. Again, that's going to start to break down your sealer or your grout paint if you use the grout paint like I do. So then it'll start removing that and you'll get an ugly grout again. Again, if you use a strong acid or a solvent like a chlorine bleach on your floor, you're going to have to reseal it a lot more frequently, so just keep that in mind. Now this isn't all of the strong acids or strong solvents that you could possibly clean your floor with. It's just what I had in my house. So check the labels and make sure that you're cleaning your grout properly. Again, I'm really happy with the way just a steam mop and an occasional Dawn dish soap cleans my floor. It keeps it looking really good. Another thing you want to avoid on grout, and I know I used to do this all the time because I love the smell of it, is cleaning grout or tile floors with Murphy's oil soap. It's made for wood, but I just thought, I could clean anything with it back in the day. So this is an oil. So any product that has oils and waxes, you don't want that into your grout because it's going to grab onto dirt better. So that oil and wax is going to give dirt a nice home to live on. So it's going to make your grout look bad faster again. So you just want to clean your floor with neutral cleaners, not too acidic, no solvents or strong solvents. Technically water is a solvent too, but just keep that in mind whenever you're cleaning your grout, or you're gonna have to keep sealing it more frequently. Now I'll show you real quick what my floor looks like after 2.5 years, or 2.5 years after using Grout Renew, which is my favorite grout paint. I've used Grout Renew on 5 different rooms in this house. I've always loved the results. I've never had to go back and redo it again. I think in the kitchen I'll probably have to redo it again eventually, just because it's a high traffic area. I have 2 little boys. We're all always spilling things. They do their paint and crayon projects in here, so there's a lot going on. But let me show you what it looks like right now. So here's a bit of the grout near a door. So obviously near a door, we're gonna have a lot of dirt going back and forth, but it's a little bit darker than it was when I originally did the Grout Renew paint, but it's still not too bad. It's not to a point where I think I need to use that Grout Renew again. This area over here also gets a lot of the dirt in the kitchen. So I've got my coffee maker and tea maker sitting over here. So a lot of spills happen in front of that area. And this area usually has 3 stools sitting here. So my kids do a lot of eating and art projects here. So let me show you the grout. As you can see down here, I'm cleaning up paint and crayon buildup and all kinds of stuff down here, but the grout still looks pretty good. And then over here, there's a few spots that are a little bit darker, but again, it's not to a point where I'm embarrassed or grossed out by the grout yet. So 2.5 years after using Grout Renew on this floor, it is still looking pretty good. I highly recommend checking out that product, guys. I'll put a link again for that video above and in the description below. And I'll put a link to my blog post all about the different cleaners that you can and can't use on grout, and what else that you need to look out for when you're cleaning your grout. Okay guys, that is it for this video. Thanks for checking it out and have a great week.